Well guys, I am back to my Madden NFL 2009 PSP franchise. As we're down to the final 3 seasons of this league, it's hard to believe it's come this far. So anyways, it's now time for the 2035 season Super Bowl. Super Bowl 72. 70. So anyways, here is how the season went. So in the AFC North, the Browns continued to struggle, but they just managed to go 8-7-1 was enough to clinch the division, as the Ravens struggled massively as they went 6-10. The Bengals had bad years, they collapsed to 6-10, and the Steelers continued to slowly improve as they went to 5-10-1. They were 2-14 2 years ago, and then they went 4-12 last year. As the division was like wide open, as the Browns keep struggling. The AFC South, the Colts had a strong start to the year, then they started to bomb out near the end. 4 weeks left, they were 8-4, and the AFC was so wide open that it looked like they weren't even going to make the playoffs because they were not doing good. Then the final 4 games, the schedule got soft enough that they exploded and was enough to go 12-4 and clinch home field advantage in the playoffs. As the Jaguars, after going, I think, 5-11 last year, they exploded out of nowhere to go 11-4-1. They had the division on lock, but then they kind of choked near the end to let the Colts take over, as you can see. The Titans, the runner-up for the Super Bowl last year, had a slow start, then they exploded, but then they crapped out near the end as they went 9-6-1, missed the playoffs as the Texans regressed to 3-13. Actually, no, they went 3-13 back-to-back years. The Dolphins played much better last year as they went 12-4 and got first-round bye. As the Jets managed to go 11-5, they didn't do as good as they did last year because of all the injuries. They didn't have the injuries bug this time, but they had a slow start to the year and they just weren't able to recover as they finished as a wild card team once again. The Patriots continue to improve as they went 8-8, but not enough to make the playoffs. As the Bills finished 6-10. In the AFC West, the Raiders managed to clinch the AFC West barely as they went 8-8. As the Chargers struggled all year, but they went 7-9. The Broncos collapsed to 5-11, and the Chiefs collapsed as well to 5-11. AFC North, this was stunner, as the Bears flipped their record from last year. They went 3-13 last year. They went an unbelievable 13-3 this year. With an incredible season it was. It was unbelievable. As the Vikings went 11-5 because their quarterback suffered injury beginning of the year, and then later on in the year too, so their record kind of got screwed over in the process. They went 11-5. The Lions, they had a strong start to the year, but then the injuries piled up again, and then they started playing really bad near the end of the year, but it was enough to go 10-6 and just make it into the playoffs as the Packers regressed to 2-14. The NFC South, the Panthers just barely managed to clinch the division over the tiebreakers. They went 10-6 as the Falcons went 10-6 as they struggled. They were 7-6 at one point as the defending champs before finally turning around, but by that point it was too late as they went 10-6, but it was not enough to make the playoffs. We're going to have a new champion. The Saints struggled with injuries as they went 6-10, and the Buccaneers collapsed to 4-12. The NFC East, the Eagles didn't play as good as their record indicate, but they went 10-6, made the playoffs for the third year in a row, and this time clinched the NFC East. As the Giants they were 9-2 at one point, but then they collapsed to 10-6 and missed the playoffs on a tiebreaker. The Redskins actually improved a little bit as they went 7-9. The Cowboys collapsed to 5-11 with injuries, and the 49ers, with one of the best defenses like in the last 30 plus years, as they went 14-2 with one of the best records in the league. No, it is the best record in the league. A dominant performance, especially defensively, number 1 defense in the league. As the Seahawks had a slow start to the year, but then they somewhat recovered to finish 10-6 again, but this time around it was not enough to make the playoffs. As the Rams struggled all year to finish 6-10, and the Cardinals once again finished 4-12. As we had an unbelievable 3 teams in the NFC East, the NFC side of the NFC Conference, and not make the playoffs despite going 10-6. Unbelievable. So in the AFC, it was number 1 Colts, number 2 Dolphins, number 3 Browns, number 4 Raiders, number 5 Jaguars, and number 6 Jets. And the NFC was number 1 49ers, number 2 Bears, number 3 Eagles, number 4 Panthers, number 5 Vikings, and number 6 Lions. Alright, so then the playoffs, the Jets barely held on to beat the Browns in overtime. The Eagles barely held on to beat the struggling Lions. The Raiders surprisingly spanked the Jaguars. That was quite impressive. And the Vikings crushed the Panthers. Then in the divisional round, the Colts barely held on to beat the Jets. and the 49ers held on to beat the Vikings. The Dolphins stomped the Vikings, and the Bears crushed the Eagles. Then in the conference championship, the Dolphins held on just barely enough to beat the Colts, as the 49ers crushed the Bears. Even though I thought the Bears were better, the 49ers dominated them, and of course the Bears had to lose this since I can't play them still, so there was no way they're going to get into the Super Bowl, which sucks because they deserved a Super Bowl appearance, but sadly they can't. So, Super Bowl 70 is going to be the Dolphins and 49ers, as the Dolphins are trying to get... Okay, it's at 3 minutes, good. So the Dolphins are trying to get their first title since 1973, as this is their 7th Super Bowl appearance. Meanwhile, the 49ers are trying to get their first Super Bowl title since 1994, and this would be their 7th Super Bowl appearance, as the last time they made was in 2017. Both these teams made the Super Bowl at least once, and this is 2035, so technically the Dolphins are the home team this year, so flip the... that's right, the 49ers, I gotta do them first. Oh my god, come on. Here we go. You know, game, it would be nice if you actually alternated the teams like they're supposed to be. The AFC is the home team in odd-numbered years, so make them the home team. No, not yet. Alright, uniforms are good. So here we go. Time for Super Bowl 70, and I already know, unless it changes, it's in Houston, because I had to do a check in the camera on OBS before I began filming. Yep, still in Houston. Which, funny enough, was the site the 49ers last played the Super Bowl in when they played the Broncos in 2017. That was also Houston as well. And this is a Super Bowl rematch from 1984, so the rematch 51 years later, as it's the Dolphins and the 49ers. Both teams trying to get their first Super Bowl in the series after falling short last time they played. And here we go! Super Bowl 70 underway. 49ers going to return it. And I'll stop right there as I got to slip over to them. So the 49ers have the #1 record in the league. They have the #1 defense. You saw allowed under 200 points, which I believe is the first time in the series. So the #1 defense in the league. Really good offense too. They made the Super Bowl, remember, in 2017 down here in Houston, but they lost it to the Broncos. As here they go, they're going to run it and going to lose 3 yards out of it. Oh man, that is not the start they want offensively. So they're trying to make up for it and win their first title since 1994. It's been 41 years. They would love to win it this time around. Douglas open, got it. First down. They're going to have to go up against a tough Dolphins squad, though. And I'm pretty sure they play each other next year, too. So we'll see how they do in the rematch eventually as well. And, there was someone right there open. I went to throw, but got sacked as he was throwing it, but luckily it was incomplete. And luckily it wasn't a fumble either, because that was right there on the verge of being one. Alright, so here we go. 2nd and 10. Oh, that got sacked! With the throw. I don't know why he didn't throw, but then got sacked. So the 49ers offense getting nothing going right now. Oh, man. Bad offensive run so far for the 49ers. Here we go on 3rd and 16. As forced to throw, make the catch, and just barely got past past the start of the drive. Or where the 10, when 1st and 10, only gained 2 yards out of it. Not the start the 49ers offense went. That was a terrible start for them. Alright. So we'll see how the Dolphins do that with their much better offense. As taken down, user tackle 2. So of course the Dolphins, remember, I believe it was 2030 or 2031. It was a few years ago where they played the Vikings in the Super Bowl where they got crushed. So they haven't been a Super Bowl since 2000 and they haven't won a Super Bowl since 1973, so they're trying to get it this time around. And they're going to have to go up against the #1 defense in the league and probably one of the greatest defenses in this series. I don't remember ever seeing a defense that allowed under 200 points in this one. And that hasn't happened in real life since the 2002 Buccaneers. It's been 20 years since we last had defense that good. It would be nice if we could see that defense again. We probably never will, though. As, there goes Stokes! big collapse for the 49ers defense as they allowed the Dolphins to score. Oh no, is that their quarterback? Uh-oh. I don't know if that's their quarterback or not, but there was an injury on the field as the Dolphins, on just their, I think it was their second play, has scored a touchdown. Wow, bad omen for the 49ers so far. First, your offense completely sucked on its first drive, and then your number one defense in the league, probably number one defense in the last 30 plus years, just let the Dolphins score on 2 plays. And then, well, that's the Dolphins case. We have no idea if that was their quarterback or not, which I'm going to have to look up too. Although I don't know if a quarterback back in 2008 can go up to number 21. I'm not sure. Alright, I'm going to check really quick before we get to the 49ers. Alright, let's see. No, injury report. Over to the Dolphins. Okay, it's their halfback. Ouch! The rest of the game, though, that sucks. Well, at least it wasn't their quarterback. Alright, so the 49ers already in a hole. I was not expecting them to be already. I was expecting them to do good in this game. Having a terrible start. Let's see if they can recover, though. Buckley? That's not who I threw to. I hit... Oh, my God. Another Dolphins injury. I hit triangle, but threw to non-triangle receiver. Why? And you see the 49ers are getting crushed offensively right now. And there we go. Finally some plus yards. Has got a first down on that run. Alright, so... hoping to do better this time around. Want to get that taste out of their mouth from 18 years ago where they lost to the Broncos in the Super Bowl. No one open, made the catch, and got a block for a little bit, and the first down. First down as they're near midfield. So now the 49ers offense is getting something going at least. So let's see how they do here. Gonna run it, and just 1 yard. So, now, here we go, I think it was 2nd and 9. And, oh, got sacked again! The second sack on the 49ers quarterback. Ain't getting a chance out there. As that offensive line just can't defend their quarterback at all so far in this game. What is going on? Fourth to throw, and picked off from the pressure! As the Dolphins are coming hard in this game. It's pretty sexually sounding, but their defense is swarming as they now got a turnover. Deep in the 49ers territory. Oh man, the Dolphins have come hard in this one. They really showed up. And then they go, and a huge hole, and got the first down at least. It was looking like for a moment that they might have gone for the first down. Touchdown, but they managed to get a stop right there. As I forgot to turn the sound on as I just did. No idea why I don't hear anything yet. And got sacked right there. I don't know why. It's a 49ers injury. I hit square, so I don't know why I didn't throw it. So now we've had 3 injuries and 3 sacks in this game. This game is an injury bowl so far. Oh, but almost picked off right there. Got lucky, and the clock's expired for the first quarter. As the Dolphins are up 7-0 on the 49ers as they're marching downfield. So far right now, the Dolphins have already won the turnover battle. I'm sure they might be leading yards, rushing yards, I mean to say. 3rd and whatever. Open! Got it! Touchdown, Dolphins! 2 passing touchdowns for the Dolphins quarterback already in this game. As they're already up 14-0 on this #1 defense in the league. Oh man, I'm going to do some math on this for a moment. Because I'm really curious about something. As waiting for the Dolphins to make their extra point. It's up, and it's good. So the Dolphins are now up 14-0 as we're early into the second quarter. And I just did some math. So, get this. The 49ers defense allowed only 188 points in 2035. Divide that up 16 games, on average, their defense allowed 11.75 points a game. Here they are, they've already allowed 14, and we're deep in the second quarter still. Their defense is very... No, I can't say just the defense. This whole team is just completely imploded so far. They are massively underperforming for this Super Bowl. So far, it's looking like one of the most disastrous Super Bowls so far in the series, and a nice clutch catch there for the 49ers as they needed that. We've had some really bad Super Bowl outcomes in this series, if you remember them. Raiders and Rams in 2008. As a nice hole right there for the 49ers as they gained 4 yards. Panthers and Ravens in 2012, even though the score didn't really indicate it. Steelers crushing the Eagles. Buccaneers crushing the Steelers. Dolphins getting crushed by the Vikings a few years ago. That was incredible too, remember that. As just going to gain 3 yards out of it. So we've had some blowouts in this series. It reminds me too the two Colts-Panthers games, although the second one, the Colts made within a score at the end, but by that point it was largely too late. 3rd and 3. Here we go. Caught. Oh, out of bounds, though. Out of bounds. Not what they needed. But the 49ers are getting desperate. They're going for it. They are actually going to go for it deep in their territory. As we're at the 2-minute warnings, I couldn't find that play yet. Because the playbook here is just not really that good. I don't think shotgun's what I'm looking for. We need my good old-fashioned slants. At least right now I don't have that play clock to bug me. I still don't see the slants yet. I guess let's go with FL drag, since there seems to be some open plays right here. Like Price or Alexander. Just 2 yards all we need, just 2 yards. Here we go. 49ers already desperate. Force the throw. Incomplete! And the 49ers turned it over! Which should have maybe been pass interference because I saw the Dolphins defender keep the 49ers receiver from getting enough speed to get separation to catch it. So the Dolphins defense showing up again as they crushed the 49ers so far in this game. 49ers tried to gamble and it failed spectacularly. And got another sack because this is the 4th sack in this game. Damn, the defensive lines are just dominating. Dolphins had over 100 yards, but that sack made them have under 100 yards now. Forced to throw. Incomplete. Well, the 49ers are getting themselves really lucky so far to get out of this. Because they're definitely out of field goal range, whereas they almost were when they were at the 37 or whatever it was. 3rd and 19. Man, their defense is just swarming. Here we go. Incomplete. So, they couldn't get anything out of it, but, I mean, they turned it over, but thankfully, the Dolphins are pretty much out of range to score anything, so it ended up being okay for the 49ers. Alright, so, here we go. 49ers still have a chance to get within the score now. As that is going to be a touchback. Completely out of the end zone, too. Not really a good punt right there. Alright. So, let's see what the 49ers can do now. They got bailed out because their defense stopped the Dolphins when they needed to. But their offense needs to get something going. They've only had 50 yards in this game. It's pretty pathetic. Price is open! And he dropped it! He dropped it! No! Dude! How do you drop that? It was right there in your hands, wide open. You haul that son of a bitch in. Big, bad opportunity right there for the 49ers. They got sacked again as the triangle receiver was open, but he wouldn't throw it, and then he took the sack. That's the 5th sack in this game, and we're still in the second quarter. Oh, my God. Nothing is going right for the 49ers in this game. Their offense is just garbage. Square. Incomplete. Well, they tried to. Almost had a chance to get the first down. So now, God, 4th and 22. The 49ers offense has just been so bad in this game. They just have not gotten anything going because their offensive line, too, has been so garbage. Alright. So the Dolphins now have a chance near midfield to get something before halftime. Because remember, Dolphins start off the second half, so can you imagine if they get a score here, get the ball, start second half, and score again? Oh, man, they're going to run away with it. Oh, open! And he got it! There he goes! And just like that, the Dolphins have a free scored lead on 3 passing touchdowns. Oh, my God! The 49ers defense almost doubled the points they allowed on average in this one game. They allowed under 12 points. Here they've now allowed 21. Oh my God. Nothing is going right for the 49ers in this game. Literally nothing is going right for them. And it's pretty bad. Alright. So, 49ers in really desperation mode now. 59 seconds to go outfield to get at least something to salvage this game so far. They need something. But this offensive line needs to protect their quarterback and long enough for them to make the throw. And almost picked off again! Oh my God! And that was also kind of forced because I saw a Dolphins player coming at him almost. So again, this offensive line is not protecting their quarterback when they badly need to. Forced to throw again. He somehow caught that! I have no idea how he caught that, but hey, good. I love how I did the no huddle too, and the game didn't accept it. I appreciate that game. Forced to throw again. Almost double intercepted. So they got lucky. At least it stopped the clock, too. Have the 49ers ever even got past Dolphins territory in this game? Because I don't even know. And sacked again! The 4th sack on the 49ers quarterback as they're forced to take a timeout. Like, they're not getting any chance whatsoever in this game. This is just sadness. They can't get open. Their quarterback can't be protected to save their life. Here we go. Caught it! And gonna be 4th and 3 as they're gonna finally take another timeout. And unfortunately for the 49ers, they have to go for it here. This deep in their territory, I mean, this far behind, this late in the game, they have to go for it. It's not even an option. 4th and 3, same play. Will it work out? 4th and 3. Wide open, got it! And gonna get out of bounds! Alright, the 49ers got it. First down, and out of bounds, so they still got their one timeout. That was a close one too, almost got sacked as well. Just barely got that off. That was a game, that would save the 49ers possibly this game. Here we go. Get out of bounds. Oh no, I don't think he got out of bounds. I don't think he got out of bounds. And he didn't either. Oh, come on, get the line, get the line, get the line. And I hate when they do that so much. When they make the catch, they sit there like celebrating. Stop fucking celebrating. Get to the line. There we go. All right. Got one last chance with a timeout to get something. No, we got time. This should be enough time to try and get this right here. Hopefully. Caught it and got a little bit closer, so we're going to do the timeout now. Alright, so we're going to go for the field goal. This should hopefully run out the clock for the second quarter too. Man, the 49ers got lucky on that 4th and 3 to at least get some sort of points out of it. Here we go. Up and good. So, going into halftime, the Dolphins are dominating the 49ers 21-3. As the 49ers offensive line cannot protect the quarterback because he's already been sacked 4 times this game, as the Dolphins have just dominated. They're not even dominating in terms of yards, it's just the 2 turnovers that they got in point. No, they didn't get points off of one. They only got points off the interception. They didn't get points off the 4th down, remember. Oh boy. One man to beat! And got taken down. Oh, can you imagine how sad that would have been if the 49ers allowed that to happen? Oh. So you see the Dolphins are just destroying in terms of yards. They've had almost 150 yards passing. And they're going to add some more on the run as now they lead the game in rushing yards. Just 21 yards, though. Which, hey, you know what? They can actually start running it now, too. Since they're dominating right now. And that gained a yard, at least. Alright, 3rd and 5. Forced to throw. And he caught it somehow! Where was the defender? Just looking back and forth like an idiot. And a blown opportunity to stop the Dolphins right there as they got a first down in the red zone. Raleigh, 3 receptions, 100 yards and 2 touchdowns already on a roll. And once again, the Dolphins' running game stopped. The 49ers defense, at least they got to the Dolphins quarterback twice and they've stopped the run largely. But their pass defense has been terrible. And just going to gain 1 yard out of it. Not good. As it's now 3rd and 10 now. 49ers are 0-5 on 3rd down. Wow, that's pretty bad. Here we go. Robertson. Got it. Stayed in bounds. Got the first down. Alright. So another first down for Dolphins is another injury too. They've had like 4 injuries already in this game. So I think the 49ers just won. Alright, so can the Dolphins get another touchdown here? Howard, he had it, he dropped it. Had it, but he got knocked out of his hands. Dolphins almost got a touchdown right there. Alright, we'll come back soon, which they need. And gonna get a rushing touchdown. The first one this game as the Dolphins continue to run up the score. Oh, man. Just nothing is going right for them in this game. I mean, the 49ers at least, I mean to say. Alright. And here we go. Dolphins up 28-3. Now, of course, we also what happened in real life with 28-3 with the Falcons, but the 49ers got less time to do this. But hey, we've seen incredible comebacks in this series and the Super Bowl, so nothing's out of the realm yet. I've made 2-score comebacks with less than a minute before. It is far from over yet, but the 49ers really need to get something going now. Like, literally nothing's going right for them in this game. They haven't even had 100 yards for passing yet. That's how bad it's been offensively. Buckley! Caught it! That's what they needed. Shit like that. As they are going to have to know how... See, I mean right there. Look at the receiver. He just fucking celebrate right there instead of getting back to the line for crying out loud. I hate that so much in this game when it does that. Alexander! Got it! Big play. All right. And watch. He's going to be over there instead of walking to the line. Okay, good. He got back to the line quickly. Buckley, he got it. All right, so now their offense all of a sudden is getting something out there, but it's like a little bit too late right there, but it's still far from over. Their offense at least is marching downfield on this drive so far, which they needed badly. Buckley, almost picked off right there. Well, at least it stopped the clock, which is what they needed. They needed that clock to be stopped. Hell no, we ain't going to run it. We don't got time to run the ball. We need to get points on this game fast in order to make this comeback. Here we go. Caught. All right, 49ers finally scored a touchdown this game. Man, did they need that comeback. And no. We're going to have to start going for... No. We're going to have to start going for 2 points now to make it a comeback. Down 25 is going to require some on 2-point conversions. Peter, open! Oh, he dropped it! He freaking dropped it. I'm going to save really quickly, see if they'll go for the onside. Because they kind of need to start doing onsides. I'm going to do this to be safe. And they're not going to onside it. Okay. No idea why you would do that, 49ers, but okay. Just burn out the clock. Alright, so the Dolphins defense got torched quite a bit on that drive. But they got the ball back. So all they have to do now is just burn out the clock. They've dominated this game right now. All they have to do is just burn out the clock. And they got it. And there we go, right there. Got the catch. Keep the first down going. That's all you have to do. And Dolphins are getting pretty aggressive going for first down plays. I mean, on passing plays. Stokes got it. First down again. Alright. So the Dolphins going downfield with not much effort. Going for the catch and got first down and stayed in bounds as they're just continuing to burn off the clock as the 49ers have another injury. Alright. Might be the last play of the third quarter. Oh, double covered. Incomplete. Watch, stop the clock. Alright, 3rd and 4, I think it was. Here we go. He's open! Got it! And gonna get the first down! No! That's their quarterback, I think! Back-to-back injuries from the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, I think. Oh, man! But there we go. Third quarter's over as Dolphins continue to dominate 28-3. 28-9, I mean. Alright. So let's see. Can they hold on? Oh my goodness. The fullback almost got the first down for the Dolphins right there. As it looks like they're going to start just running it. Not even really dominating in terms of the run in this game so far. Just those 2 turnovers. And that awesome passing game they had in this game as they lost 3 yards out of it in that one. Wow. Big loss of yards. Nah, we got to get closer to get a field goal at least. This is way too far for a field goal try. Open. Got it! First down, Dolphins in the red zone now, too. So the Dolphins continuing to march downfield. Stokes is having an awesome game so far. But their quarterback, although it's no longer their main quarterback since he was injured, I think, for the moment. Let's see, how long was he injured for? 4 more plays. So it looks like he's going to come back soon. But who knows? Might be the last time we're going to see him if the Dolphins continue to burn out this clock. And a big... Oh, 3rd and inches. Okay, so the 49ers did manage to stop the first down right there. Alright. Third and inches, and the Dolphins are going to convert. But there's a penalty, though. And they got stopped as a 49... Mickey Dixon already got injured in this game. And he got injured again. No, we're not going to run it. We're going to pass it. Get the first down, keep it going, or get into field touchdown. 3rd and 10, here we go. Stokes! He's open, and he's... Did he get the touchdown? 2-minute warning, but did he get it, though? Okay, he did not. Right at the 1, that was close. Hey, Potter's back in now. And they're going to run it, and got in! Touchdown, Dolphins, as they're continuing to run up the score. Just absolute domination by the Dolphins in this game. As they just tripled the 49ers defensive efforts. As the 49ers defense just got trounced. Now the Dolphins are going to go for a 2-point conversion to try and rub it in. And they actually got it too! So now it's 36-9. As the Dolphins are 1 minute and 55 seconds away from getting their first title in 62 years. Now, can they actually prevent one of the biggest collapses in Super Bowl history to allow the 49ers to make this comeback with less than 2 minutes remaining? That's the question we're going to have to find out. And switching over to the 49ers. 49ers have no choice now. They have to run it. I mean, have to pass it. They got to get downfield and in a hurry. As they were just dominated in this game. Like, no shit domination. Got it, and no first down even, along with wasting clock too, which sucks. Yep, Dolphins just completely humiliated the 49ers in this game. Where's the throw? And picked off! Just what the Dolphins needed. Another interception as their defense has swarmed the 49ers in this game. Alright, so the Dolphins, they now got to start running out the clock. At least they're in field goal range to try and make it even more harder for them to make this comeback if they somehow try to. And going to gain a timeout, an injury timeout instead. So the Dolphins gained a whole bunch of yards, gained 8 out of it. Alright. Dolphins feel like complete redemption from 1984, from this destruction they delivered to the 49ers, is now they got another first down. Alright, and the 49ers are not running out the clock. Well, if they're not going to run out, we'll start doing so. We'll stop the clock. They still got their 2 timeouts, so we got to get this off in 46 seconds. Like at about 46 seconds to be accurate. I think it was 40 seconds by then. Alright. Here we go. As they're going to gain just 1 yard out of it. They still can't run out the clock, though, yet. And the Dolphins are going to be going to be dicks about it. As look at their quarterback getting MVP in this game. And he is going to pad those stats with another touchdown to run up the score. Oh my goodness. Making the MVP case even harder for them as they just destroyed the 49ers. Oh, the humiliation. Oh my God. And they're going to go for another 2-point conversion. Wow. And everyone's covered. Gonna throw it and incomplete. Oh well. What can you do? And at least the 49ers prevented the 2-point conversion, at least, as they're now down 42-9. Literally nothing has pretty much gone right for the 49ers in this game. Nothing. As they're gonna kick it off, there's still 31 seconds to, hey, maybe try something, 49ers. This would be the biggest comeback ever if you pulled it off in 30 seconds. Could they do it, though? No. We gotta go big. No. They're gonna have to just go for Hail Marys at this point now. Where's 4 receivers? Here we go. Alright, now I gotta find it. Here we go. That's pretty much it. Hail Marys and just hope it. Which happened before. It can happen again this series. And not going to help you there when your quarterback gets sacked for a 5th time, as you still have your 1 timeout at least. 49ers are still going to try. Which, hey, I respect. Because I don't give up either. He's going to go for it. Oh, there's some separation. And he, that could have been picked off again. That would have been funny if that happened. That would have been funny if that actually got caught off the deflection. Alright, it's 3rd and 20. 49ers are still trying. They're 0-5 still on 3rd down. Just seriously, nothing's going right. Forced to throw. And incomplete. Oh, he caught it! It was caught off the deflection as they do their final timeout. Still caught for the 1st down, I think. Wow. A deflected catch for the 1st down. Still got 12 seconds remaining. As the 49ers, we thought they were going to be done for, but they're still in it. They still have some life in them. Forced to throw again. Oh, he's open. He was for the moment. Ah, deflected. It was right there, too. If it had more speed, it would have been open there. All right, this might be the last play. They have no choice, but they have to go for it. Oof. Ouch, that sucked for him. Here we go. Going for it deep. And almost. Oh, there's still 1 second. Still 1 second remaining. Oh boy, 1 second to try and to make this game a little bit more respectable. But this is up there as one of the biggest implosions in the Super Bowl series. Here we go. Last play of the game. Going for it. And incomplete. Alright, and the Dolphins destroyed the 49ers 42-3 to clinch their first title since 1973. Funny enough, I think that Super Bowl was in Houston as well. Title number 3. The 62-year wait is over for the Dolphins. As man, C.J. Hudson, their Pro Bowl quarterback, 18 of 31 for 238 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Chiron Potter, almost had a perfect game too. 11 of 15, 252 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks. Almost got the perfect game and definitely deserved the MVP for that one. As, yeah, they really did not run the ball at all. 2 receivers for Dolphins with over 100 yards, so good for them. As that was just a dominant defensive effort for them. As the 49ers just got destroyed. Their offense couldn't do anything. Their defense got torched. They allowed almost 4 times the points they allowed all season. This is just embarrassing. That once, like that very rare time where defense wins the game instead of the offense won the game against the #1 defense. Alright, so congratulations to the Dolphins. Win your first Super Bowl since 1973 as we're now down to the final 2 seasons, guys. We are right there. 2 seasons left. So see you guys next time for 2036, and we'll see if the Dolphins can defend themselves. I'm surprised they actually managed to recover from a few years ago when it looked like they were going to be done for. But hey, they did it, and they now got a trophy out of it. So see you guys in 2036.